back this season?
He could. He's just it's to the point now where we're feeling like it's a little more long term than originally thought. So not counting on him to get back, just monitoring him through the next few weeks. I mean, but obviously a frustrating situation for him, and one where we just want him to get back healthy and be able to play. But his health is more important than anything.
And then Gage, that must have been like a minor thing, I assume, since he was on the depth chart.
Gage has the ability to be available on Saturday, and so we thought he would be practicing to this point. He hasn't been, but we feel like he's got a chance to be available to play Saturday.
How do you weigh, like, you're down to more or less 5 guys available when you've been rotating in, 3 guys off the bench? How do you weigh, like, just going with those 5 versus somebody like Leighton Nelson, who could be able to help, but he hasn't been in a game yet, and these are, important SEC games?
I think we whoever we put in the game, they've demonstrated an ability to do the things needed to win in practice. And obviously, we can't manufacture game reps for Leighton yet. We can't manufacture them after the fact. But, if he's done enough in practice and shown trust and ability, we do enough good-on-good work where they have the opportunity to show and demonstrate in practice against our best an ability to get the job done. We'll lean on that, and that doesn't necessarily mean we'll have as much of a rotation as we've had in the past, but I think in the moment it's whatever Coach Lynch and Coach Blazek feel like give us the best chance to win.
I think I remember Walter Taylor traveling for the Mizzou game. How are both Walter and Drew Dickey coming along, you think, in practice?
They've done a really nice job. I mean, both are competitors. I think Walt has flashed when we've done live work with our, that young group in the bye weeks. He's 230 pounds now, so you're talking about 6'6", 230 pounds. The ability to and a good athlete. That's the makings of a difference maker. We've tried to travel one of those guys to each of the games. That way, that gives us, when AJ's healthy, 4 quarterbacks, and then also gets them the experience of being a part of it. Drew's done a nice job too, and he's led the scout team and really shown his competitive edge in that role. And I'm excited for those guys. I think it's a good year for development, and most quarterbacks experience this where they have a true redshirt year. But they position themselves to have really good off seasons and to fight for playing time moving forward.
How's the running back depth this week? Is Chase going to be able to be back?
Chase is available. I think right now it's the balance between understanding, if we stay healthy with Ray and Cheeks, and Coop can be the third, we protect the year for Chase. If we can't stay healthy with the top 2, then obviously we start to talk about Chase becoming a factor. A few weeks ago when Coop was out also, it was tenuous, right? But we feel like we've stabilized a little bit with our health on the top end, and maybe that gives us a chance to protect Chase's year. That would be the goal.
First cold weather game of the year. Could be some snow flurries up there. How does that affect the game, if at all?
I don't think it does. It makes it harder for the coaches on the sideline, I think if anything, those changes in condition help us. That it's a chance for us to show toughness and character and culture. That we don't let the elements of weather impact our performance. But it'll be nice to have a cold weather game.
We haven't one player who we haven't talked that much about is Bryce Cowan. I think I was standing next to him at one point in fall camp, but I didn't realize how huge he is. How do you think he has developed, as a former linebackers coach during the year to put on weight and everything like that?
Yeah, he's. I think he's had what is typical of a freshman experience in redshirt years. He's had some stretches of plateau where just learning the learning the mindset, learning the endurance required to ascend throughout the entirety of a college season. There's just so much more that you're called in to do. Whether it's the summer training into fall camp, which is extended into this 12-game season with 2 bye weeks. But I feel like I've seen him here in the last couple weeks turn a corner, and I feel like he's starting to ascend, which he needs to, because if he can hit that ascension heading into the off season, he could be a guy we could look up a year from now making plays for us. Because he has the physical traits to do it. Certainly needs to add weight. Certainly needs to continue to sharpen his skills at the second level. But we can do that in the off season. We need him with the right mindset and the right approach. And Bryce is a great kid. I mean, he's such a great fit for us. This is typical of a freshman working through kind of what it takes, but excited about his future for sure.
Do you think Davian could play on Saturday?
Davis?
Yeah.
No, he was able to get back in individual. So he did. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
No, it's okay.
He was able to do some work in indie, like competitive work against another player. He hasn't yet inserted into team reps. We'll do that next week. The hope is, at best, he would have a chance to get on the field against Florida. But that would be best case. I think what we're shooting for is for him to be able to play against Tennessee.
Has he shown interest in coming back for next season?
Yes, yeah. We've talked about it, and those would be things that we sit down and discuss after the season. But certainly, I know he he's excited. I mean, he's just been excited to get back to practice. But I think just to continue his growth and have the chance to attack a full year healthy will mean a lot to him.
Anything else?